Really excited to be out here for our first day of work at the West Brook Restoration Project. This is the West Brook, the headwaters of it, where it begins its journey down into the Wanaque Reservoir. 2 million people get their drinking water there. And about 60 years ago, this stream was blocked up and the wetland behind me was altered by a series of ditches. There's going to be wonderful enhancements to the whole property focused on the restoration of the stream. We're going to put more water in the stream for the fish, more water for the reservoir and the people who drink from it below. We're going to reflood the wetlands here, and we hope that this sets a model and a way that other people can restore the habitat and the watershed of our streams here in New Jersey.
We can't touch this yet, so we just started below it. So we know the elevations, we know what this is going to be. It's going to be our control. It's going to be a little wider so it handles high water. But right now you can see downstream we cleaned out the channel, pretty much a riffle, but it's going to be built so we can move a few rocks if we have to lower the elevation if we have to.
Here we're at a portion of the West Brook that was previously ditched, and behind me you see the ditch, and you can see it's basically a mud flat. It accepts a lot of silt. Our intent is way further up at the top of the ditch to plug the ditch. We'll place stones and woody debris in it and create habitat within the ditch, and the water will proceed to flow once we unplug the original stream bed back into the original West Brook.
So this is one of the boulder piles that we have to move, and we're moving it into the West Brook. We'll have to come down here and we'll build some structures, some pools, some rissles, some spawning areas. A lot of planting goes on down in here.
My wife, the late Nancy Conger, was the chair of the board of the Land Conservancy when they acquired this property, and it was very important to her that it be successfully rehabilitated, as others have said, to contribute to the clean water going into the Wanaque Reservoir.
This is towards the tail end of the unnamed tributary, just above where the confluence of West Brook and the tributaries come. And this is gathering colder water as we work through the woods here, rearranging boulders and cobbles to find the flow, to increase velocity, increase oxygenation, and decrease temperatures. And we built basically riffles that hold the pools up. This particular case, this is a nice spot that we got a pretty good deep pool in here, brook trout pool, control structure. And all these boulders were moved and lowered right here, stabilized.
One of the critical positive impacts of the headwater restoration that we've seen up here is to have the aquifer recharge itself, somewhat akin to a sponge holding water. When we get larger amounts of water, 1 to 2 to 3 inches come down at one brief period of time, you'll see on the USGS website, you'll see a spike in the flows go dramatically up and then go dramatically down. And what we've noticed since the renovation has taken place, that indeed the spike goes up, but instead of the slope coming down very quickly, it's a step ladder, step down effect. And that's an extremely important net positive impact that you can see was realized from letting that sponge, the wetlands, absorb and hold water. That will be seen throughout and hopefully extend throughout periods of drought and low water conditions, such that you'll still maintain flows which supply oxygen and cold water, essential to the whole microcosm, the whole ecosystem. So net positive impacts are already being seen by this fantastic renovation.
One of the things that Nancy and our entire family strongly believed in was the preservation of land, places like this, beautiful places like this. I'm sorry she's not here to see it. We are very, very proud that this property is being dedicated in her memory.
This restoration project was critical to us because most of the projects we do revolve around water, and providing clean drinking water is critical to people in northern New Jersey, and it's going to become more important into the future, so we wanted to make sure that it got done, and got done well.